Welcome to Lesson 105 of EFT Tapping with the Course in Miracles workbook. You can watch Lesson 1 if you want a full breakdown of this process. So Lesson 105, God's peace and joy are mine. This one has a slightly different approach, but still uses the 5 minutes per hour form of practice. So starting tapping on the side of the hand, repeating after me. Even though I may not yet believe that peace and joy are already mine, I choose to accept myself where I'm at and open to today's lesson. God's peace and joy are mine. Even though I may still associate giving as me losing something while others gain, I choose to open to the ideas of today's lesson. That by giving peace and love to others, we both receive it. And God's peace and joy are mine. Even though I may have some resistance to the forgiveness exercises today, especially to do them every single hour, I choose to give myself permission to be right where I'm at with this, but also give a sincere effort and take on today's idea. God's peace and joy are mine. Okay, now tapping through the points. God's peace and joy are mine. Today I choose to accept them. Today I recognize that the gifts of peace and joy are very different than the gifts of the world. Those gifts are actually bargains because one loses while giving it and the other receives. The true gifts, such as peace and joy, reverse that line of thinking. Accept God's peace and joy, and you will learn a different way of looking at a gift. God's gifts will never lessen when they are given away. They but increase thereby. Heaven's peace and joy intensify when you accept them. True giving is creation. It extends the limitless to the unlimited. Love unto itself. Today I accept these gifts as mine. And today I will practice forgiveness. Begin today by thinking of those brothers who have been denied by you the peace and joy that are their right under the equal laws of God. Here you denied them to yourself, and here you must return to claim them as your own. So as I think of each enemy that occurs to me, I will say, my brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Preparing myself to give these gifts and be free in my mind of all that would prevent success today. Give the gift of peace and joy. Now you are ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself. I choose to allow myself to receive this today. Tell yourself, God's peace and joy are mine. Close your eyes a while and let His voice assure you that the words you speak are true. I will spend my 5 minutes every hour in this way. Determine not to interfere today with the will of peace and joy. And if I am tempted into denying these gifts to someone today, I will bless my brother thankfully and say, my brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Okay, take a breath. You might find doing some tapping while you're doing the exercises today helpful if you find resistance or strong emotion comes up when you're, literally inviting up to think of people that you have judgments towards, right? And depending on your history with those people, there could be a lot of stuff there. So the calming approach, the calming effect of tapping on these points may be beneficial. Not for me to, try to add to the Course in Miracles per se, but it's not changing the nature of the exercise. You're doing everything that's suggested, but you might find that useful if you find it confronting or you find yourself avoiding doing it, which seems to be one of the most common ways of, you could call it resistance, whatever term you want to use around Course in Miracles exercises, especially ones that are every hour, is just like seemingly forgetting to do it or just not having time. That can be one of the most convenient ways to avoid something that can be confronting. So maybe hopefully this process, this tapping today and this idea might help you go even further with this. And I love the premise that's like the core difference, right? That we receive this by giving it. It's the only thing in the universe that behaves, that increases with giving it. It's pretty beautiful and self-verifiable. So hope it helps, and I will see you on the next lesson, lesson 106. Thanks.